Alright, we are here again to continue on with Sherlock Holmes' Nemesis. I think we were about to go get another hansom cab. Sherlock Holmes did something far more important. I think we were about to go investigate the first art theft. What do we have here?
Got a light?
No, sorry.
Is it Sherlock Holmes who lives in these digs here?
Indeed.
Know him?
I do have that honour. I have been of some assistance to him on occasion. Like locating hansoms, for instance.
I say, you're his valet. So tell me, does your master pay well then?
But I
bet you're not above winning a bob or two, am I right? Listen, my friend, word has it that your boss is going to have a right fright tonight at the Picture Museum.
How?
Shh, listen, my good man. If you want to fill your pockets, here's my card. Piers Urquhart Allen, that's my name. Independent reporter's the game. Spill the beans about his biz, and I'll pay you well. Look for me in one of the pubs round here. You can't miss me.
If Holmes finds out that the press is onto this business, he'll be in an explosive mood. Best to avoid speaking about it.
It's weird, because I was going to say that we should tell him about it, because he ought to know, but okay.
Ah, a hansom. Now to find Holmes and make our way to the National Gallery.
You've arrived at last, Holmes. We haven't touched anything while we were waiting, except for a ladder which we needed to climb onto the roof. You must have received my message. The painting was stolen.
Okay, I feel like both the facts and what happened are the same question, because...
Did your men see
But apparently not.
To tell you the truth, barely anything. There was nothing they could do. The only thing we know for certain is there were two people of athletic build who perpetrated this crime. We don't know if the burglars stole anything other than the painting in question, as they completely redecorated the museum with the paintings of a French artist that were at the entrance to the museum. The paintings that were on the walls are now crammed in the director's office.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what
Dramatic.
happened?
Well, not really. I haven't managed to figure it out. We know that the two men exited through the window in the restoration workshop, and that the second man entered through there. But the first man was already in the museum, before his accomplice. Yet I had a man in the restoration workshop all yesterday afternoon, and he only left for a minute in order to hear my orders. At no time could the first man have entered through the window. We would have either seen or heard him. The men on the premises confirm they didn't see anyone pass through the entrance until the alarm was sounded. And those two are the only possibilities. How did this man get into the museum, I ask you?
When
That's
you
true.
have eliminated the impossible, Lestrade, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Lestrade, how do you know it was two men? How do you know their build? Would you give me information?
Where are the director and his assistant?
They're both in the office. Go gently with the director. He's close to having a fit. By the way, I noticed some traces of paint or something all over. I've asked everyone to avoid trampling on them until you've had a chance to examine them.
You're making wonderful progress, Lestrade.
Well, I'll go question the neighbors to see if anyone might have seen a 17th century boat descend from the roof.
Watson, accompany Inspector Lestrade. Check out the roof and help out with the interrogations. Be on the lookout for the slightest detail could gain us some precious time.
You can count on me, Holmes.
Okay. I already don't like the way that this game is kind of going. Like, that was a total non-conversation.
Footprints, look. These are shoes with supple, non-skid leather soles of French manufacture with a distinctive design. These are, without doubt, the shoes of the French painter Horace Velmont. These are shoes with supple, non...
Foot back, grab this.
These footprints are size 9.
Okay. Yeah, see, they took real good care of them, too.
I'm overwhelmed by this inventory.
Doesn't seem like it takes much to overwhelm you, to be honest.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, such a tragedy. Have you seen what these crooks have done to my museum? Paintings of incalculable value thrown in a heap like hay in a haystack. And the Fighting Temeraire.
Now, calm down, Director. Do you know if they took anything other than this painting?
The director and I are in the middle of doing an inventory of all the paintings that were moved. We are not certain yet.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good. We'll be here if you have any further questions. Come, Palinor, back to the inventory.
Good help is hard to find. For both of us, it seems.
The Spanish Painter's Gallery. A perfect example of neo-cretinism, a Valmont from his convalescent period. La Tela Real.
Okay, well, I mean, some of these are
Looking at this
different.
canvas, the French painter must have drawn his inspiration from the famous French cheese camembert. They both stink.
Oh, everybody's a critic.
The artist of this painting wished to depict the total rejection of aestheticism, and he succeeded. Valmont has unusual taste for a painter. What horrors!
Okay, on this one
Valmont
I'll
has
agree.
unusual taste for a painter.
Okay,
A perfect example of
I'm
neo-cretinism.
if
A
we're just going
Valmont
to
from
repeat
his
ourselves, then I'm just going to... Stuck in. Oh, good. Why would you do this to the French painting section? Oh, God, self-portrait.
Self-Portrait by Horace Valmont. A bit narcissistic, that one.
Egads. Alright. No purple monkey knockout guys?
What horrors! Valmont has unusual taste for a painter.
Okay, I have nothing specific to say about where the actual painting was. Okay. Yeah, this is horrible.
Hideous, this painting. A round red frame with some green in the middle. The inspiration behind this canvas is rather queer.
Takes one to know one, I guess. No, that one. Alright, I guess let's check the restoration. Oh, God.
What horrors! A large red square was painted on the floor, most likely by Lupin, but to what end?
That's a good question. It's marking out something, I'm just not sure what.
Closed. The Gallery of Italian Works. It's too dark in here. I don't see anything.
So footprints. This way. I should probably start where they start, though.
The person who left these footprints stepped into the paint with his whole foot. These footprints are those of common work boots. These footprints are those of common work boots.
Put it away. Okay. Okay. Let's see, the thing I like most about having to do this like 1,000 times is the pleasant noise that it makes. What the fuck? Come on!
Size 10.
Thank you. Fuck.
It's through there that one of our robbers arrived, and it's also through there that they must have escaped with the help of a ladder.
I mean, that's what Lestrade says, but he seems to have, like, literally nothing to back this up. Where did this paint even come from? Am I to believe that it was just sitting here in this bucket?
Footprints, look.
These do look like different footprints.
The foot brushed the paint. Someone wanted to warn the person who made the footprints of the presence of liquid on the ground, but too late. The man then went beneath the louver of the window to get out, probably with the help of a ladder. He was wearing shoes from France with supple leather non-skid soles, which have a distinctive design.
Awesome. I get to do this again.
These footprints are size 9. The footprints left by Horace Velmont's shoes and those made by one of the two crooks are absolutely identical. Lupin is a master of disguise. We met him in person yesterday as Velmont.
I legitimately had already figured that out. So...
These tools are for restoring paintings. Water. Ideal to catch by jumping from this skylight.
Okay, now I guess we'll follow the footprints.
The paint tracks come from the interior of the museum and stop there. It's curious, but I'd wager that the man who left these footprints rested here a moment while facing the wall and looking at something. Yet these paintings aren't exceptional in the least.
That painting definitely was there when we were here before. I saw it out of the corner of my eye and noticed that there was a painting of the crown jewels. I didn't make note of it at the time. I didn't think it was that important because it seemed like just window dressing, but it was definitely there. And when we walk back...
Footprints, look.
Okay.
This footprint is quite clear, like a footstep pressed. Size 10.
I've seen.
This footprint is rather light. The man who left these footprints made a return trip.
Carrying something heavy. And then they end. And they just stop. All right. Okay. Go see the director, I guess. Have you guys finished this whole thing?
I'm overwhelmed by this inventory.
Wine.
Can I borrow this lamp?
Unfortunately not. This room is poorly lit, and we need it to work. Perhaps a bit later. What do you want, Mr. Holmes? The only one who will be happy is Velmont. His paintings now have the best spots.
I'd wager he's doubly happy, but he'd never come to show his gratitude in person.
Ah, and when will you be done with your investigation, so that we can put the paintings back in their original places?
A deadline will soon be set, I think. However, it is in our best interest to do it as quickly as possible. Thank you, gentlemen.
Good. We'll be here if you have any further questions.
Okay, that was not as informative as I had hoped. What else we got? Something back over here. Why would he stand here in front of this painting? Oh.
It's a combination lock, a French brand. It looks extremely solid. Impossible to open it without knowing the combination.
Okay.
It's a combination lock,
So I need the lamp to see the dark room.
It's too dark in here. I don't see anything.
Let me out. I'm scared of the dark. Okay.
Hans Holbein the Younger died of the plague in London in 1543.
Was there
His works are
more
on
to
loan to
see?
the museum.
Is there more to see in this room? Okay, apparently we have no ping in this game. So that's not going to do anything to help us. Oh, we do. It's just not on the options menu. All right. Oh, there's this.
It was through the skylights that one of the two robbers came in.
You are all so sure of this. How? Okay.
This painting depicts the gods Venus and Mars by Botticelli. This painting was exhibited for the first... What horrors!
Do I have to look at all of the paintings? There we go.
There is something here.
Scrapes.
A trace of black rubber. 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 These 4 traces of black rubber are identical and form a square.
Some kind of cart or something.
Closed.
Alright, so we have 4 rubber wheels on a square cart, and we have this, which is much larger than that. Not sure what to make of that. You guys done yet?
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Nothing,
you, gentlemen.
apparently.
Good. We'll be here if you have...
Seems there's nothing to see here. Okay.
Closed. I have no reason to go there. It's a combination lock, a French brand.
All right. Not sure what to do then. But whatever we have to do next, because clearly that requires the lamp, so we have to progress to do that. We have two weird anomalies. We've got this, and we've got the rubber marks. This, it's almost as if, like, this is supposed to, like, was this used as a winch point or something? Like, it's almost like something is supposed to be lowered here. I have nothing to base that on. And there ought be more to say about the loss of the actual painting. Like, we're not acknowledging it at all. Oh. What's that?
There's something strange on the ceiling. I'll have to climb up to examine it, but Lestrade's men are using the ladder. I'll continue to inspect the museum while I await them.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade wanted you to know that we no longer need the ladder. If you want it, it's near the director's office.
Convenient. I do want it. Why don't you bring it to me? Never mind. I'll go get it.
There is something here. There is something here.
Really? You're gonna make me...
There is something here.
So use the fucking ladder.
There is something here.
Ladder. Use ladder. Ladder is in my hands. Oh. Well, I think we know what the marks are from.
There is something here.
I'm heating this.
Elementary.
Elementary, okay. If your initials are JL, the answer is yes. If not, reading is Mr. Juan JL. Estrade? I don't know his first name. Our meeting yesterday was far too brief, but I bet it won't be the last. It gives me great happiness that you are participating in this adventure. And even if the ending gives you displeasure, you have been the first in the first row for the whole show. Please inform Inspector Lestrade. As you know, the contrary to the belief, I most certainly came in through the entrance. I always enter through the main doors, although leaving is a different matter. But enough of the past. Let's look ahead, shall we? After tonight, I will yet again steal one of the emblems of England's pride. My next target can be found somewhere in London, and it's up to you to identify it before I claim it. For this, I have left you several clues throughout the museum. A mind as brilliant as yours should have no trouble finding and interpreting them. But will you be able to finish in time? To start, I've left some paintings on the walls that I didn't have the heart to replace with those from my personal collection. In observing them well and reading the following poem, you will have all the information necessary to determine the location where I spent yesterday afternoon and early evening. So he's going to steal the crown jewels, because that's the painting that was there. A small bit of advice, do not break into the place. The place? A painting of great value is inside, and you will ruin it. Into the museum I did go that night, and there I did see Venus and Mars wrapped in white. A rainy day, they arrived with much delight. That year, without doubt, remember with all might. The tired horseman was sleeping near there without fear. The white horse standing tall whispered in my ear, my lord, you were painted long ago, that is clear. Truthfully, a second choice sure was that year. Hendrik has been dead for ages. I won't be coy. His skaters, young couples, men and women, hero boy. They were his work, were they but duty or his joy. The length of his life is my third part of the play. My fourth is the year of purchase, I swear. Fish and cabbage, young boys, enjoy quite a pair. First minus second, then times third, do you care? Minus the fourth, figure it out, and you're there. Okay.
This poem by Lupin surely makes reference to 4 paintings presently hanging in the museum. Shall we begin our search?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already know where to begin. Okay, Venus and Mars and Light is over here.
Here's what I've been looking for.
Okay, that's not the order.
A winter scene with skaters near a castle by Averkamp, 1585 to 1634, one of the greatest painters from the Dutch school of the 17th century. He specialized in winter scenes. The painting originally extended into a square shape.
The skaters. But it's odd that it would stop us rather than allowing us to go in and examine it, because here is Mars and Venus.
Here's what I've been looking for. This painting depicts the gods Venus and Mars by Botticelli. This painting was exhibited for the first time in 1874 in the National Gallery.
Okay. Alright. Next line of the poem was... A rainy day they arrived with much delight. And these... There's the
Here's
horse.
what I've been looking for.
The horse in white.
Look, a white horse standing by a sleeping man by Peter Verbeek, possibly derived from a 1652 print by Paulus Potter.
Doesn't seem to be in the order he would encounter them. Probably just an excuse to get us to look around the art gallery, but it's fine. I am happy to do so. This poem did specifically mention a Dutch.
Here's what I've been looking for. Tobias and the Archangel Raphael by Adam Elsheimer, German painter. The Archangel should ask what kind of bait he used. This canvas was acquired in 1894 by the National Gallery. It was based on a composition he had previously done. It seems that I have found the 4 numbers from Lupin's poem. Now, what do I do with them?
Follow his instructions. Instructions are... First minus second, then times third. Do you care? Minus the fourth, figure it out. So... And is there no record of this? I thought the game was keeping a record in the transcript here, but apparently not. Okay, well, the first one I remember because I had to hear it twice. Venus and Mars, he said, was 1874. But what am I supposed to do with this number anyway? I suppose that's the first question.
Tobias and the Archangel Raphael by Adam
1894.
Alzheimer. It seems that I have found the 4 numbers. A winter scene with skaters near a castle by Averkamp, 1585 to 1634, one of the greatest painters from the Dutch school of the 17th century. He specialized in winter scenes. The painting originally extended into a square shape. It seems that I have found the 4 numbers from Lupin. Look, a white horse standing by a sleeping man by Peter Verbeek, possibly derived from a 1652 print by Paulus Potter. It seems that I have found the 4 numbers.
So then, first minus second, so 1874 minus 1652 times the third. Okay, I think I got it, but yeah, what do I do with it? Should be 94. I take this to the director. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Why would I tell him anything?
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good. We'll be here if you have any further questions. Come, Palinor, back to the inventory.
The combination lock. That's this one.
Open. A half-empty bottle of champagne, to pass the time, no doubt. It's the painting by my great-uncle. Look, there's a paper attached.
Should I have at your feet the parts of my disguise from yesterday, no doubt, but I'd like to have removed them from me while I was still wearing them. It's possible, find me in the museum disguised like this and remove my pastiche. Beware, do it with care and precision, for I am sensitive to that and the fact that you might destroy the next clue.
A wig and a cushion, for the stomach, no doubt. There is also Velmont's cap and clothing. This is what must have happened. Lupin entered the museum disguised as Velmont. After our meeting, he pretended to leave, but in fact came to hide in the case that Palinor had emptied whilst doing his inventory. A hook permitted him to close the case from the inside, and he calmly waited until the time was right. Once alone, he got out and helped his accomplice enter through the skylight without fearing the police.
Oops. That it? Okay, apparently that's it. Alright, so I need to find the self-portrait. As that is the painting that is dressed as he was.
Self-portrait by Horace Velmont. A bit narcissistic, that one.
I need to do so carefully.
This painting has an oil base, but is covered in a fine coat of water paint. I should ask the director how to remove it.
Okay, then I suppose I will.
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Stop
Sorry to
whining.
disturb you, gentlemen. Can you explain how to remove a fine layer of water paint that is covering an oil painting? Rest assured, it does not concern a piece from the museum's collection.
It's simple. You'll need some water to soften the paint, a paintbrush with rigid bristles to scrape off the film, and an absorbent sponge to take it all off.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Good. We'll be here if you have...
Okay, can I borrow this
Can I
now?
borrow this lamp?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. Then to the restoration room to grab tools. Things. Water.
Water.
Hooray. Oops, wrong button.
You and I, Lupin.
Water.
I need something.
Sponge. Water. Okay, not quite, I guess. No. I have no idea how far I'm supposed to go with this. Okay. Seems like a very strange picture. Oh, this takes way too long. Alright, I can see his face. Can I be satisfied with this? Here too. Okay. Still missed a couple of tiny squares. Holy Christ, this is way too fucking weird. Frogwares Sherlock Holmes games have come along. They've come a very in terms of providing a fun experience with engaging gameplay mechanics. It's come along. This is not that, but that's okay. Chugging along, gonna get through it. Alright, a couple of the squares that I missed, apparently. Football purpose. Okay.
I need something.
Feel like I'm done.
There is a bright red C written on this calling card in addition to a poem. This letter must be the beginning of a word or phrase. Now to find the others.
The red surrounding the green isn't right. But for a clue, you must look inwardly. If nothing is found despite the great night, my success will make you green with green. Red surrounding green. Okay, we know which one that is, because that's sort of here.
There must be something here. Stay alert now.
Seeing dots, but I'm not sure if that's mistake or if that's me or the game or.
A piece of the frame is breaking off.
Oh, great paintings, rectangular or square, are hanging in rooms very much like this. In a different one from the northern air. Count 6 sides as the needle turns. Can't miss. 6 sides is the room that we're in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This. I mean, that is what's on the note. Here's where we were. 1, 2. Maybe I shouldn't have started with the wall we were on. Maybe it's this one. This one?
What horrors!
Doesn't seem so. What else did it say? Oh, from the northern air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so it is this one. it is this one. Did it say clockwise or counterclockwise? Clockwise. As the needle turns. Or is it 1, 2, or is it stand north 1, 2? So is it this one? Ah. Something here.
Elementary.
R. In a somber corner under a white cloth to ensure success, look for the red. It will not be inside, but it will not be inside, but be not wroth. What? It is not impossible if you use your head. Somber corner under a white cloth. So I think there was a white cloth in the restoration room. I mean this? No. This? This?
It's too dark in here. I don't see anything. I'm in need of a lamp.
Hey, can I get this lamp yet? By the way, can I get the lamp? I like you guys have had plenty of time.
Can I borrow this lamp?
Yes, we are almost finished. Isn't that right, Palinor?
Alright. Let's check out the dark room then.
I need something. I need something.
Let's see. Is that a white cloth? Is that what this
This
is?
bucket contains something extremely heavy. I can't move it. A bucket with a red perimeter. Not bad.
Okay.
There is something here.
Oh. Under a... So we've got... C... O... R... Under a bouquet of lilies fair, the director is sleeping there, younger by a quarter of an hour, and you shall receive the power. Okay. Does it mean that the director is sleeping? Is that a thing in his office? There's nothing in there. Lilies. Did I see lilies? Somebody. Oh, there's the director sleeping. Under lilies.
It's Pointer, the museum director, who is on display here. Amusing.
Oh. And N? Corona? Your great uncle Horace had a grandfather. Both did proud the name Vernet. The clue will lead you to a race on the Tiber. Decide which painting it is and don't sway. Okay. Tiber River. Okay. Is that We have some Roman pictures here.
A painting by Veronese, the family of Darius before Alexander. Adoration of the Kings by Botticelli, bought by the National Gallery in 1878.
Many of these are going to be inspired by, let's say, based on the title. Well, Vernet was in the French gallery. Is that where I am right now? Spanish gallery. Here's French. The Vernets are gone. Oh,
Here's what I've been looking for.
identical paintings. Or presumably
A
identical.
canvas by Joseph Vernet, my great-great-uncle. A canvas by Joseph Vernet, my great...
Okay.
Why, these two paintings appear identical.
Am I supposed to look for the differences? No. Do I need to examine both of them? Like, to see which one is supposed to be fake? Because I don't know what I'm looking at here. Like, I'm not familiar enough with with any of this to know off the top.
Haha, Lupin seems to be setting the example. I'm in need of a lamp. Haha, Lupin seems to be setting the example. I'm in need of a lamp.
Go back and get the lamp. Make this busy work.
I need something.
Seems pretty safe. Sure.
I will recopy all of that to better study it.
This is a different note. So Coroni. 9 paintings with so much in common. The theme and colors: brown, red, green, yellow, and blue. Put the colors face to face. Help them to align. The last letter found will give you a clue. Okay. Brown, red, green. 9 paintings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the colors face to face, help them align. So 5 colors but 9 paintings. Or am I supposed to find his paintings, like this one?
What horrors?
Okay, this one's blue.
What horrors?
Okay, this one's got a hand symbol.
This must be one of the 9 canvases.
How am I?
They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. We could probably do without.
How was I supposed to know it was that one? Okay, apparently this is a challenge where you I'm just supposed to jam on spacebar to see which paintings. This one.
They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. We could probably do without.
They're supposed to be gathered. This one.
They're hanging art made by
Okay,
3-year-olds.
shut the fuck
we could
up.
probably do without.
So they're the same.
They're hanging art made by
General size and
3-year-olds.
shit.
We could probably do without. They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. We could they're hanging art. They're hanging art made by.
Paintings then.
They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. We could probably do without. I have all 9 paintings now, I think.
I assume that's what the red lines here are for. It's to act as a. Yeah. Tile and puzzle. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. Is this just an abstract painting, or is there supposed to be a rhyme or reason to this? I suppose it's probably supposed to be a letter. Since that's the theme that we're going for here, is that we've been collecting letters. What could this possibly spell? Alright, I need to be more methodical here because this ain't doing it. Alright, forget about the bright colors in the middle. We have distinctive shapes in the background. We can align those shapes, then we'll be good to go. Just have to get them like this. There we go. Not this one over here, nope. Wrong sort of bluish. Different, better bluish. It doesn't seem like there are any, so I'm going to guess that that is actually a top corner piece. Get some dark blue over here. Oh, these are, can I rotate these? Oh, I can. Well, shit, that changes the game, don't it? Okay. There we go. Oh, those actually go together, huh? Doesn't look like they quite go together. I think they're close. These ones probably go over here. this simply the wrong piece. Oops. Those don't seem to go together. So we'll do these. Not quite. They look close, but they don't quite line up, do they? There's definitely a hard line here. Oh, I just also noticed that there's an edge on the side. So all of these must be on this side. And go. There we go.
No message proposes another riddle. I must have found all of the clues. However, I haven't made any progress. Perhaps the director might know more.
Coronis.
So, Mr. Holmes, the day is drawing to a close. Can I finally reclaim my museum?
Tell me, director, does this word mean anything to you?
Coronis? Yes, we have a painting entitled Apollo Slaying Coronis. It's an old painting. Let me show you. Palinor?
Here it is.
This painting is rather simple and doesn't seem to be hiding anything special. Can you tell me the history of this piece?
It was created in approximately 1617 by Domenichino and his assistants. It doesn't belong to us, but is on loan temporarily by its owner. It represents the god Apollo using an arrow to slay his lover, Coronis, because of her infidelity.
That's all?
Yes, that's all.
Well, Holmes, where are we? It's dark outside. I can't keep going any longer. Not one witness within a half-mile in any direction. It would seem the men disappeared like ghosts.
What is the note that you're holding?
Oh, yes, a constable asked me to bring it to your attention. It could be from Lestrade, as we were separated over an hour ago.
Oh, Corona's destiny in a painting. It was there, but never did she know. Always around for a black shadow. Not seen in the painting. This leaves 6 more missing.
Incredible. Lestrade has also started using poetry.
This
Watson,
note didn't
fucking
come from
done.
Lestrade, Watson. It's Lupin who sent it. Mr. Pointer, what could he mean by a black shadow and not in the painting?
Yes. In the legend, it's Apollo's bird, a raven, who reveals Coronis's infidelity to him. Thus, the raven, who is at the heart of the matter, is curiously absent from the painting.
Anyway, our latest message from Lupin states, tonight, 6 more missing. Do you have the map of London with you, Watson? Get it for me if you would.
Good. Well, there's the painter, and there's Lord Nelson. But this is home of 6 ravens.
Yes, Watson, the Tower of London ravens. If ever the ravens leave the Tower of London, the British Empire will fall. Lupin wants to capture them. Watson, there isn't a moment to lose. Find a hansom while I leave some instructions for the director.
Sure, I'd love to.
You were quiet during the whole trip in the hansom, Holmes. I'm curious to know what you might have said to the director.
Simply to reveal nothing to the public and claim that the appearance of a strange mildew on certain paintings has forced the museum to close. This quarantine will permit us to avoid the press from aggravating this already embarrassing situation.
But if Lupin pursues his scandalous idea and actions, we won't be able to silence all of the talk that will ensue all over the city.
Exactly, Watson. All we're doing is giving ourselves a bit of time. From here on out, we must win this strange game, Watson. Lupin won the first round and has thrown me headfirst into this business because if he succeeds, my name will eternally be associated with this adventure and synonymous with failure.
But you'll get the upper hand, won't you, Holmes?
We'll see, Watson, that we will.
Who goes there?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend Dr. Watson. We are here at this late hour to meet with the Chief Warder. A recent event has led us to believe that some harm may befall the security of the buildings and goods under his responsibility.
Stay here and wait a moment. Above all, do not deface the walls.
Okay, I think we're going to leave it there for this part. Next time we'll go to the Tower of London to protect some ravens from a burglar. Till then, take care, have a nice day, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.